Welcome back, as you crazy Canadian here. If you like what you see right here, maybe you should consider subscribing. On today's video, we're gonna be pounding away at this thing, get more of the junk that we built already, and jam it in here to get like one step closer to, so that's literally where we're gonna start. We're gonna start jamming stuff back in here, getting stuff hooked up, and then, pretty much. I forgot, this is where we are currently. I have to build a bit more of the downpipes and some radiator hoses. Here's our current price total again, in case you guys missed it. First thing on our list today, Mishimoto transmission cooler. Because it goes in front of the intercooler, it'd be nice to have this in place before we put the intercooler in, because then we won't be able to put this in. Get what I'm saying?
What are you guys saying?
All we're saying is, you know what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
Can they do it or not? I don't know.
I don't know. What are you guys trying to tell me here? You can't do it.
And it basically, they just screw into this thing, and then it's two mounts on the bottom, and then that's it. So drill two holes in that rad. So just drill two holes in that rad support, and this should be mounted. There we go, it's mounted. You can see it's just mounted to the thing. I had to bend up the tabs a little bit, but there's a little bit of shake in it. If I want to, I could build another tab from like here to the front somewhere, but I think it'll be okay. We don't have any lines for it right yet, so we're gonna shove the intercooler in for now. We can always quick connect the lines up through the front there. I guess I'm a goddamn liar, because my eyeball measurements weren't correct. The intercooler, in fact, does hit the transcooler down there. Yeah, you can't see it, but it does. Sad panda. We'll leave that one for now. It might have to go like in the back where the axle is up there somewhere, but yeah, it's not gonna fit in the front. We got too much tightness up there. It's too, I never thought I'd say this, but it's too tight. It's too dang tight. I gotta take the water pump out, because it needs gaskets, or else it's gonna leak. Now I just gotta figure out where I put my gaskets. Got him! And whoever tells you to use those cheap paper gaskets can go ahead and suck it, because they're fine and dandy when you put them on. Yeah, sure, they seal, but when you go to take them off, you gotta scrape all that paper stuff off. No, use these ones instead. Well, if I told you about the fuckery that I had to go through to get that pulley on, we had to do some spacing and all kinds of stuff, but we got that pulley to line up now on the bottom. This bracket's bolted in. Got the radiator in. We're gonna build some new tabs because I put some better bushings in the bottom. Actually sits up a little bit higher. And Dan's here just to supervise. I got a supervisor now. What I really need is like a manager who will get me sponsored parts. Tokyo? Got my slave working for me. You're slaves if you don't get paid, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just like Update City today. I put different bushings on the bottom of this radiator to give it like a bit softer cushion on the bottom. So instead of using that big plate because it wouldn't fit because the radiator's up a bit higher, we just made two little tabs here.
There it is.
Which means this sits out a little bit further, which means we have to take a little piece out of this one. Dan's currently putting springs on the turbo blankets.
Losing springs.
Losing springs.
And then finding.
And then everything else kind of just fit back in place. Managing skills right there. I'm actually going to try and make some bends here and join this up to this. Because getting a tight radius rubber in there isn't going to be really good.
The mad scientist back at it again.
Yeet. Need to hold that like this.
Making a poutine strainer.
Bro. Hey.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Oh
no.
Sorry about that.
I lost it.
How big is the gaping hole you got? To lose your whole...
Lost my tungsten, man.
Nice fupa.
I actually broke one.
How'd you break a fupa?
It fell on the floor. There's only a little ceramic cup. Shit part's like on top. Always.
I love a good shit on top.
We're having to cut a piece of this radiator out, that's all.
Piece of the radiator?
Like this neck?
Oh.
It's too long.
What's the plan, Kyle? Oh, you wanted to bead roll with your pliers. Did you just cut down the good pliers?
Yeah. Now they're specifically bead rolling pliers.
Those are like $8.
They were actually like 34 bucks, but
But they're the good kind.
yeah, but now they'll fit in this piece. They were the really good kind.
Kyle's custom bead rolls.
Dang, lucky. I still has to weld it up, but I'm not doing that right now.
Teeny, a fat lard, come get some dinner.
Oh, I need dinner. I'm so hungry, actually. Somebody feed me.
Yeah, but you got the Mexico bod going on, bud.
But I'm starving.
You know where else they're starving children? Mexico. So you should go
Probably.
drink about it on the beach.
It's starting to come together. Like it's
Support
almost
the local economy.
runnable. What happens if we put the alternator on there too? Is it gonna look dumb?
Maybe.
Alternator. Okay, where's my hammer at?
Which one?
This one.
That low.
Oh, you're actually getting a hammer. Kyle just used a hammer as a hammer, everyone.
Yeah, but this is a rubber one. Yep.
I'm gonna have to get a smaller.
You want to see if the hood will fit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if the hood will fit.
We'll have to take all the storage off it. Dan might have to grab that rubber off.
Damn good grabbing rubbers off.
I pull the rubber off for a
Where is it? All the way back.
No, you can go back further.
There's like it's like an inch away right now, and the hood's gotta go down an inch.
Look at it! Kyle did a thing!
Yeet!
Yeet!
I'm getting naked. I gotta take my dirty clothes off because I'm not a dirty boy anymore. But yeah, essentially this is like what the wiring harness is going to look like also. Those wires in the back actually get tucked away, so it's going to be even cleaner than that for wiring. Like this is pretty much all the wires. The coils have to be relocated. We need to figure that out still. Other than that, man, we're pretty good.
Pretty frickin'.
Pretty freaking sick. Another beautiful day in Canadian land, and we're here with my Lambo. You want to hear a cold start? Damn son, V6 power. Just kidding. Wow, it's above zero today. So we were kind of slacking on the video yesterday. My fault. But to make it up to you, I'm gonna film today and add it to yesterday's video so we'll have a longer video. You're welcome. I think I'm gonna start by finishing up our downpipes just to like where the firewall is. And we'll put 2 more black sheep V-band clamps on them. And then that'll be like temporary setup so I don't have to build a full exhaust, but there'll be enough exhaust that we can run the car. So we'll get that part done, and we'll probably end up finish welding our coolant tube here on the top, and then build the coolant tube on the bottom as well, so we have everything set up and plumbed. So pull off that side first, and we'll start cutting some pie cuts, I guess. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm actually gonna get some masking tape. I'm gonna mark down everything that needs to be done. I'm gonna label it and put it on the windshield there, and then we'll just run through it real quick so we know exactly like our priorities on building this thing, because it should be running soon. So we'll get all of that up there, and then maybe some of my friends who are watching this video will be like, hey, I'm pretty good at that one thing there. You want me to come help you do that? I done messed up though, because I'm right-handed and now I gotta go this way. This isn't the be-all, end-all of lists, okay? But it's what I came up with off the top of my head. For wiring, we have to wire up the fuel pump, the ignition, the power grounds, the starters, some relays to run all this stuff, the alternator, and the battery location. The exhaust, we have to finish our downpipes, and then we gotta do the full exhaust, which is optional right now, and we gotta finish the dump tubes. The transmission, we need to fill the fluid, mount the dipstick, mount the transcooler, and then bolt in the cross member that's holding it all up. Power steering, it needs lines and a cooler up front because we run on a smaller pulley. The interior, we have GT500 seats. Big shout out to Kobe from Legacy Auto Group. Those will have to be mounted in there, and then we have to mount the shifter inside as well for the trans. Brakes, we need new lines because we did relocate these ones, so they have to be moved. And then we need to build the 8.8 rear end, which is going to be rear disc brakes. So I put that under this tab as well. And then cooling, we have to build our lower hose. We didn't do that yet. The heater core hoses, they're just a hookup from the water pump to the heater core, and then weld the top pipe up. So we're going to start picking away at this list. If any of my homies are watching this right now, I'm always in here. So if you want to come give me a hand, because all the big YouTubers have helpers and they just do the filming and then other people do the work. So if you guys want to come help, and then I'll film, right? But for serious, I need someone to help me do some things. Please, please. And now we're going to take the downpipe off because I need to start welding at it. So it's going a lot like what you just seen. My bandsaw blade is dull again, so it's taking forever to cut. I found out like the lubrication bandsaw is probably a bit better. This one, I feel like my blade only lasts maybe 3 dozen cuts or something before it's not very good anymore. So I don't know. New bandsaw blade again, and then yeah, maybe upgrade the bandsaw one day. But we're making progress on the exhaust. I'm cutting up some pie cuts to get down and around all the stupid bends on this side. This side's gonna be much easier. So we'll tackle this side first. And then while, like in between cutting, I'm actually welding up our coolant tube. It just needs one more weld on the end here, and then the coolant tube is done. I need to put a provision in it for this line. The little head steam vent thing right there. So I'm gonna run that into the thing as well. Well, shit, my bandsaw blade is so dull that this piece of pipe, I should have timed it, but I believe this piece of pipe has been cutting for like 6 or 7 minutes now. I should probably Amazon some new ones, huh? It doesn't help. It also doesn't help that my stupid ass doesn't want to do math, so I've cut about 19 different pieces of pie cuts, and I'm like, let's just join these 3. They don't fit. Let's cut another one, and then we'll join those 3. And then now I got an extra bunch of cuts everywhere now. Goddamn pizza. Look at me on the stick. I mean, Canadian stick. I just finished welding up this. I didn't back purge it. It's like kind of far away from the turbo manifold that I don't really care that much. But I think our welding is getting better, again, like at least more consistent. And we had to put this V-band in a really weird spot because if you put it any further than this, you couldn't physically like put this piece in underneath the steering arm, so for the steering rod. So yeah, like I was saying, this is just in a weird position now. Right now it's pointed straight down at the ground. I'll show you once I finish welding up the V-bands and put it back in. And that's just so we can run it like it is. It's gonna get a 90 after that, and a flex section, and then the rest of the exhaust, and it'll pivot on that flex section where the, you know what I'm saying. And then I cut another piece off, a big piece here, and that goes on the other exhaust pipe, and that'll dump down beside the transmission as well. So we'll get that one welded on also. I'm having so much fun! Welding for like 3 hours to get like 7 seconds of video. You're welcome. Weld every day. And if this doesn't inspire you to get a TIG welder, because most of you have been here for like a year now, you know that I was dog shit last year at TIG welding. Everyone can do it. It's easy. I didn't take any lessons or anything. I was just like, oh shit, I messed up. And now I'm gonna keep doing it. And then I got better. Yeah. So that's where the exhaust exits out. You can see it's down by the flex plate. It's gonna get a 90 and then go to the back of the rest of the car, but right now, you can actually run it like this. It's just gonna hit the ground or whatever, but at least the exhaust isn't hitting the firewall anymore. And then, this is the work we had to do to get it fit around that steering arm there too. There's no good way to do this with a camera that doesn't get great focus. Yeah, it might be. Dang! Look how easy it is to weld it. When it's just all uniform, you can use like the same hand pattern the whole time.
That's heckin' clean.
You can feel some wrinkles in the pipe.
Stop stroking my pipe, Kyle.
Can't help it. There, both down pipes are in. This one we extended it another foot. It just ends up down by the trans along with the other one. So this can get a V-band here, and that one has the V-band over there, and then they're set for building the rest. This is a stock 3-bar map that just fits in the manifold here. Does anybody have the part number? Well, this is a stock 1-bar, sorry. Does anybody have the part number for the stock 3-bar one that just fits in this spot, instead of running like an external 3-bar and then having to plug this hole and everything? Guess who didn't make an outro? It's me, this guy. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up. Peace easy and get that V. I'm gonna be out in the garage again later. It's like 9 a.m. and I do my editing in the morning, and then I go to the garage to get myself motivated. So what I tell myself. Okay, see ya!